Hello, I'm ABXToyCat and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the next big update for Minecraft Xbox and Minecraft PlayStation, which we're currently calling Title Update 28. Regardless of whatever it actually ends up being called, I'm talking about the next big feature update for Minecraft console, which includes brand new features to play around with, because the last update came out and it really confused a lot of people as regards to what the future of Minecraft console will be, because we expected this massive update, we got kind of this holdover update, and people have been like, so what's coming next? Is it going to be another small one? Is it going to be a big one? And I figured I'd kind of address all this stuff as well as when I think it will be coming out in today's video. So please do like it. If you do like it, it helps out the channel a lot, and let us know you do like seeing, big update videos. And let's get straight into this one, shall we? So the reasons that I think what I think come from three major separate factors. First of all, the fact that Microsoft clearly want to have the console version catch up to the PC. The better the console version of Minecraft is, the more likely people are to buy a console over a PC just for Minecraft, which, given that the game is that big, it's actually a real possibility, meaning that more console sales for them. And not only that, but if the console version is just better in general, then more PC and more Pocket Edition players would be tempted to buy it too, meaning more Minecraft sales. So more money, always a good thing, and also just having the console look better, something Microsoft as a whole seriously needs. So that's the first point. The second one is probably the most compelling of the three, because of the fact that if you check into the game files right now, you'll find a bunch of the blocks, almost every single block that will be coming to the game in 1.8. They're all inside the game files right now. For the textures, they're not accessible, at least not most of them, but a lot of them are in there. They've put the textures in there, which is something they haven't done before, except with a few blocks. But this time we have a bunch of blocks that shouldn't be in there sitting inside the game file. So that's kind of interesting by itself again. But then if we move on to the third point, that it was kind of hinted a little bit that they wanted to catch up the PC for this last update, kind of strongly hints that this last update was a holdover update. They needed to release something this summer because it had been 6 months, so they just kind of bundled together a bunch of features and released that first so they can continue working on this massive, bigger than any update yet update. And of course, that's kind of wishful thinking. It's always nice to be like, well, this last update was just a holdout one, but I really do think there's at least some amount of truth in that case. You can check this last update and you can be like, compared to what we've seen in 6 months before, compared to like some of the, the big updates like Title Update 14, like Title Update 9, this is, not just quite the same scale that they've done before, and given that they have a bigger team than ever, they're always hiring people. They just hired a brand new team for the summer, they said. Given they've done all this hiring, it seems a bit strange that, we got the update the size of the one we did. And although this could be due to them that they're working on something else, we confirmed it wasn't Minecraft Nintendo yesterday, but, they could be working on some other big feature for the console that doesn't come out in an update, and I am keeping my, fingers crossed for that, and I do think at some point before this next update, we'll see something very cool happen, and I would say almost certainly we'll be seeing that. But I also do think that there's some amount of they're not releasing all the features they worked on because they're either just not done and not ready to be bug tested, or because they want to have this massive update that they're still working towards, and they have, some just extended pushback release date. Like, they're like, okay, we want to release this update, but we can't release it in the summer when we need to, so we'll release it in, let's say, November instead, and we'll just give them something now. I think that would make a lot of sense, because some of the features we did get were massive. The custom Suflat one, that did take a long time to do, but a lot of them were cosmetic, and it does strongly hint that there is a lot going on back there that we don't entirely get to see. So you might hear all of this and be like, okay then, Toycat, well, we've heard this stuff before. How do you know it won't be another small update coming in a few months' time, and they won't keep doing this, and that's not their plan? Well, the big reason for this is because, like I mentioned, they put in a bunch of textures into the game files, and this is because now with something like 12 or 13 separate texture packs to work on, whenever they release a new feature, they have to retexture it 13 times, and they have to make the textures look good, which means the art team is always working on a brand new set of textures. But the fact that they're working on all of those right now as we speak, all the textures that are in the game right now, they're either worked on or they're finished already, means that they've actually gone almost all the way up to 1.8 with the texturing of the game files already, which is something that would seem a bit strange to do ahead of time, given that when new texture packs come out, they'll have to do that anyway, implying that all of these big set of features will be coming out at some point soon, or at least, they're going to be such a big undertaking that they have to start the artwork right now. But either way, I think the fact that they're working on all of those at once, rather than just 1.7 features, or just, features, that will be included in this next mini update, does strongly imply that the next update would be going all the way to 1.8, or at the very least that it's going to 1.8 with all of the features we've seen so far, and just a few missing. So it would include stuff like the slime blocks, like the guardians, water temples, all that sort sort of stuff, and that's something I'd be very excited about. So, yeah, that is my logic behind me thinking the next update will be the 1.8 update a lot of people fought for this time. But again, we can never say with 100% certainty. I just think that there's so much evidence pointing towards it that it's my kind of thought. But let me know what you think in the comments down below, because, you know, obviously it's just how you go into looking at this sort of stuff. I would love to see a massive update, so maybe that's what I'm seeing when I look at this stuff. I want to let you just guys know about that. Anyway, let's quickly talk about the release date, because this is something people are always gonna, you know, ask me about, and it's always something I can never tell you precisely. Obviously, I can never say the update's coming out November the 24th. It'd be cool if it came out then, though. But what I can tell you is roughly when the update should be coming out. So, like I mentioned, I think at some point between now and the next update, we'll see something big that isn't to do with the next update. So, you know, whether it be a brand new feature like, you know, mods realms, something like that. I think we'll see something like that coming at some point in the next while. But what I do think about this next update is it will be coming out presumably before the end of the year. I think having just one small update in a year would be kind of, you know, disappointing, and maybe that's not the top of their concerns, but I think maybe this will be another, you know, like Christmas surprise update, because they've done that, you know, twice already. Maybe they want to keep it a regular thing. Like, if they, you know, if they do this right, they could make it so there's an update on, like, July every year, and then there's an update in, you know, December every year, or, like, you know, June, December, and get, like, a 6-month cycle going on and just release what they have. That'd be a cool way to see releases go. I would actually like that a lot. Like, consistency in updates is something, you know, Minecraft platforms had before. Maybe that's something they're going for, because July the 1st on all consoles was a really specific date and a really specific thing, and maybe that's the reason behind that. I don't know, that's my kind of speculation, but I would imagine November or December. We could see it earlier, we could see it later, but I think that's kind of the expected time. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like it if you did like it, and share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.